I believe in 2014. But we're not going to wait that long.
Yeah, we're gonna now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we are asking for is very, very simple. We want answers. We want the truth. Back when this all started, Terry Pegula said, whomever may have been involved in any way, anyone who knew anything, they've got to come clean. They've got to step forward and say, here's what I know. Here's what happened. This is not about covering your rear end. Not what he said. Telling the truth now will go a long way toward getting everyone through this. If there's going to be a blind allegiance to anything or anyone here, it has to be to the university and to the truth. That's how we get to the bottom of what happened. That's how we get our image back. Terry Pegula, November 17th, 2011. He was right then, and he is right now. Did any trustee know about the 98 or 2001 incidents back then? Did they know in 2002? Did they know sometime before 2011? What did they know? When did they know it? They will not tell us. We want answers. We want the truth. We've all been told to move on. We've all been told that we have to let this go and move on. You keep hearing that term. That's a term that was purchased, 2 words, at a very high price per word, from media consultants and put in the mouths of our Board of Trustees and our administrators, and they've shown remarkable discipline in using it every time they give a public statement. In fact, some of that discipline at the time Jerry Sandusky sought an emeritus position would have been welcome. They've used the slogan, move on. And it grates on me. It grates on me. For one thing, who exactly, us or them, got buffaloed by Louis Freeh? That was them. Who got bluffed by Mark Emmert out of $60 million and 4 years of bowl revenue? That was them, not us. I have a simple rule in my life. I don't take advice from bunglers. If a bungler tells me to move on, I stand still. And I'm standing still because I want answers. I want the truth.
Who is funding that move on? Is that coming out of our taxes?
I don't know if it's coming out of taxes, but it's being paid by the Board of Trustees. Lanny Davis and his people don't come for free. We're paying them, and they're the ones who came up with that. But in this situation, since we're the ones who did not make a mistake, we should be giving them the advice, and I have a 2-word slogan of advice for them: get out! Get out! So the question at this rally is, what can we do as a group? We don't have the power, we don't have the money, we don't have the votes, we don't even have the ability to elect our own trustees in a majority. So what can we do? We can call Governor Corbett every morning like that gentleman does.
Don't watch ESPN.
10 days from now, there's an election in this state, and there's an attorney general's race. One of our other speakers will be up here to give you a message from her. But there are 2 candidates in the attorney general's race, one from the governor's party and one from the other party. The one from the governor's party wants to have a review of this case. The one from the other party wants to have an investigation. And you may be wondering what the difference is. Well, I'll tell you what the difference is between a review and an investigation. In a review, you just look in the file. And if nothing jumps out and bites you, you close the file and say everything's fine.
I'm sorry.
But in an investigation, you do a review and then you start asking questions. And you start asking for more documents. And you tell the people you're asking these, making these requests of, that if they don't comply, they'll be getting a subpoena. That subpoena makes all the difference. There are a number of things you can do, and I'll let that Attorney General race ride for just a moment. We're going to have another speaker about that. But there are a number of things you can do starting today and going through the election that will make a difference. One of them is you can go to our Facebook page, Rally for Resignations 2.0, and download a window sticker that says, "I'm Penn State and I vote." And you can take the time to inform yourself about the members of the legislature who blocked a recent effort to get the U.S. Attorney to investigate Governor Corbett's handling of the Sandusky affair when he was Attorney General. They blocked it twice. Those people need some phone calls from some Penn Staters who want answers and who want the truth.
Sir?
Take this message. Pardon me, ma'am?
I just have one question, and I know you really are not going to be able to answer it. When you pay somebody, what was it, $6.5 million to do a report for you, do you think he's going to come back and say, you're wrong? He's got to come back with the answers that they wanted.
It's true that Mr. Free was under the gun to come back with the answers that the people who were paying him wanted. I think that's right, ma'am. I want you to take this message, "I'm Penn State and I vote," to your friends, to your family, to your neighbors, on the telephone, by email, through Facebook. Even call up that Pitt fan who owes you money. We know that we can be activists demanding change at our university and football fans at the same time, because we're out here at 2 o'clock listening to a speech, and at 5:30 we'll be over there. At 2 o'clock we're going to listen to everyone speak, and at 5:30 we're going over there in that gray building and watch our boys beat those Flatlanders in the dirt. I'm told that Flatlander is an unfortunate term. It's a geographic slur. Oh, well. So I should have said elevationally challenged. I had a personal experience with moving on last night. Long story short, I mowed my wallet. And if you don't think that a 5-foot wide mower deck with 3 blades run off a PTO will chew up a wallet and all the cards in it pretty quick, you're wrong. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to try for yourself. I did it. So I took my $140 in 20s that was all in pieces back to the kitchen table, and I taped it all back together again. And I found one little piece of my driver's license that survived, and my broken ATM card, and I put those all together and put a clip on them, and I was really brooding about it. And I said to myself, you know, you gotta let this go. You're gonna have to move on. Well, here's what I did. I stopped in Breezewood this morning at the Gateway truck stop, and I got a new wallet, and it's got a chain on it. I didn't move on, I fixed it. And I think that's what you all need to do. Yay! One last thing, since I'm way over the time that was allotted to me, and he knew it was coming. But the one last thing that I'd like to say to you all before I sit down is to introduce to you a great Penn Stater. This is a person who's organized both of these rallies. He's worked day and night. He's been on the phone, on the email. He's got 100 different things. He brought us all a sandwich this morning. And I have to say this, he married so far over his head, it's not even funny. This man is an example of the best our university can be. Let's have a big round of applause for our fearless leader, David Mullally.